Okay, so allow your feet downward facing dog to feel really good. Power up your breath while you're here. In your down dog, pedal out your feet a little bit and your legs to open up the back body. Keep a little softness here in the knees as you lift the sitting bones up. And then just pay attention to your arms right now. Wrap the upper arms out and then firm the upper arms in. That should make sense to you. Wrap them out and then firm them in. Tone the belly to the spine, and as you lift your sitting bones up, you feel a little spreading there. And then your inner thighs are wrapping kind of in and back, almost the opposite of what your arms are doing. And like I said before, start to integrate your Ujjayi breathing, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And know that even when we practice normally, our minds are usually the last part to drop in, even more so now with what we're going through. So try to just quiet everything down, a little more concerted effort than you usually do, so that you can drop in for this next half hour and really clear out any feelings of tension or anxiety. Take another breath in here. Exhale, energetically reach the heels down toward the mat. And then inhale up onto your toes and slowly roll forward to a high plank position just to set up your alignment here. Pressing the palms down firmly, shoulders over the wrists or even a little bit further forward. Take another breath in. And then soften your knees and slowly lift your hips up and back to a downward facing dog. And then from here, you're going to tippy toe your feet up toward the top of your mat. And then once you arrive, come onto fingertips or press your hands to your shins. Take a long spine here. And then on your exhale, soften your knees, fold in, let your head hang heavy. Inhale again like that, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, soften the knees, fold in, bring your palms down flat. Inhale once again to fingertips or hands to shins, whatever's accessible. Exhale, take it right back down. And then press into your feet. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Through soft knees, fold forward, take it down, Uttanasana. And then come to your halfway lift. Exhale to your fold. Once again, press down, inhale, reach all the way up, nice and high. Exhale, forward folds, come back down. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms and step your right foot back, and then your left, high plank position. Taking an inhale breath here. And on your exhale breath, lower your knees, your chest, and your chin. Sliding forward to find a baby cobra. The hands press down, the head and the shoulders lift up. And then press your seat back to your heels to find child's pose. Pull yourselves up to a tabletop. Tucking your toes under, lift your hips up and back to a downward facing dog. And find the rhythmic pattern of your breath here, inhaling and exhaling. Use your next inhale breath to sweep your right leg up. Hold it just about hip height. Use your glute muscle. Use your inhale to lift it a little bit higher. Bend your right knee and stack your right hip on top of your left. Try to maintain downward facing dog with your upper body. Open the right side of your body by lifting the right knee up a little higher, and then come up higher on your left toes. Take an inhale breath here as you square your hips off. A firm exhale breath draws your right knee into your chest. Pull it all the way forward and step your right foot to your right thumb. Start to straighten your right leg any amount. This is why I wanted you to have blocks or books or pillows. Take an inhale, come up higher on your left toes if you need more space, and then a little softness over the right knee to fold over your right thigh. So left rib cage coming over the right thigh, pressing firmly into the mat with your left toes, breathing into the back side of your right leg, Take an inhale. And then come up onto your fingertips, rebend your right knee, and step your left foot to the top of the mat. Halfway lift when you get there. Exhale to your forward fold. Press into your feet, inhale, reach your arms up nice and high, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale to take it back down, Uttanasana. Inhale to your halfway lift. Plant your palms down, your right foot steps back, your left foot meets it in a high plank position. Take an inhale breath. On your exhale, it's a chaturanga push-up. You can lower your knees down and take the modification if you'd like. On your inhale, take it forward and through to up dog or a cobra. Draw your shoulders back, feel your back bend. Exhale, roll over your toes to find downward facing dog. And then next, inhale breath, the left leg lifts up and back behind you. Start to bend the left knee, stack the left hip over the right, and remember to reach that left knee as high up as you can while you're drawing your left shoulder down toward the mat. Take another big, deep inhale breath to make more space through the left side. And then exhale to square your hips off. Inhale here, and then a really firm exhale to hug the left knee into your chest for core plank. Stepping your left foot down, and then straightening your left leg any amount with fingertips on blocks, books, or pillows. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to fold. Breathe in here, exhale. Inhale again. And exhale. Start to soften your left knee. Walk your right foot forward. Find a halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Press into your feet. Inhale, reach your arms up nice and high. Feel free to lean back at the top. Exhale, forward fold to come back down. Inhale to a halfway lift. And this time, plant your palms. The left foot goes back first. And then the right foot meets it in a high plank position. On your exhale, lower down to your chaturanga push-up. Use your next inhale to take it forward and through. Find a back bend in up dog. And then exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Breathe in. And exhale completely out. Inhale to reach your right leg up and back. Coming forward, right knee hugs into the chest. Step your right foot to the top of the mat and step your left foot to meet it, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Press into your feet, inhale, arms reach up nice and high. Exhale, forward fold, come back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your palms, lift up high onto your toes. You can continue to step, or you can take the jump back to soft elbows and then move forward and through for your back bend. Exhale, lift the hips back, downward facing dog. And then take a big deep breath in and an exhale breath out. Lift up high onto the toes, bend the knees, look forward. You can jump forward or step to the top of the mat. Land in a halfway lift, and then exhale, fold forward. Bring your big toes to touch, bend your knees, sink your seat, reach up high for chair. Hold here another breath, sink down a little bit deeper, and then hands reach up high, bring them to heart space and down by your side, Tadasana. Bend your knees, sink your seat, reach your arms up high, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold to come down, Uttanasana. Halfway lift to lengthen and prepare. Plant your palms high up onto the toes. Jump or step back, chaturanga. As you pull forward, feel the biceps lengthen, triceps engage. And then exhale, take it back, down dog. Inhale to sweep the right leg up and back. Exhale to step the right foot through. Ground the back heel down. Inhale the arms up on an inhale breath. Warrior one. And then exhale, take the hands down, step it back, keep your hips low, and just find chaturanga. Inhale to take it forward and through. Exhale to lift the hips up and back. Inhale to reach your left leg up. Stepping the left foot through, find your warrior one. Inhale to reach your arms up nice and high. Exhale, take the hands back down. Step it back to a high plank position, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, take it forward, up dog. And exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. A huge breath in. And an exhale, breath out. Inhale, the right leg goes up and back once again. Coming forward, step the right foot through and make your way up to your warrior one position. In your warrior one, I'm going to have you heel toe the right foot out a little bit to the right. Let the hands come down by your side and then interlace your hands behind your back. Let this open up the shoulders a little bit. We feel a lot of tension. I got a request for opening shoulders and neck. Lift up here, find a little back bend. And then on an exhale, make your way into your humble warrior. You can keep the palms resting down on your sacrum if this is enough for you. If you want a little bit more, the hands reach up, make a little bit of space, keep a little soft bend in the elbows, and then continue to encourage that shoulder opening here. Take another breath in and an exhale breath out. And then press down to lift back up. Release your arms at the top. Start to open up to your first warrior two pose. So you widen the feet on the mat. Heel to arch alignment. And then really reach and spread in the opposite directions with both sets of fingertips. Feel your forearms get a little stretch. Flip your right palm, lift up and back. And then you have the option to take the right forearm to the right thigh, or take it down a little bit deeper, right fingertips to the outside of your right foot, reaching the left arm up and over as long as it does not compromise the quality of your breath. So you may be here and you may be here. You stay lifted and elevated. If you're on your right thigh, you feel the right obliques working. Drop the tips of your ears back. Hold 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale for me again. And then on your exhale, bring your left hand down to the mat, pivot to your left toes. So both hands are down. We're gonna step into the right foot, let the left leg lift up for a standing split. So I really encourage a little bit of softness here in the right knee as you lift your left leg up. I always say this is a little bit of a misnamed pose because when we think of a split, we think of like 2 perfectly straight legs. It's really more about letting gravity pull the crown of the head down, getting the stretch. Lower your left foot down to meet your right, top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Finding Utkatasana chair pose, and bend your knees, sink your seat, reach your arms up high. And then drawing hands to heart space, take an inhale breath here. And then on an exhale breath, let the left elbow come to the outside of your right thigh, or at least move in that direction. And you'll come into your chair twist, being mindful to pull the left hip and the left knee back into space. Let your gaze move up over the right shoulder. Take another breath in. You should be feeling the thighs burning just a little bit. On your next inhale, reach your arms up, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Come to a halfway lift to lengthen and prepare, and then plant your hands, jump, step, float back to your chaturanga. Clear it out with a vinyasa flow, or feel free to skip the chaturanga and make your way back into down dog. Take a nice big deep breath in and a complete breath out. Use the next inhale to lift the left leg up and back. Look to your left thumb and step your left foot all the way through. And then ground the back heel down, make your way up to your warrior one. And really work to pull the right hip a little bit forward. Ground the right heel down and allow yourself to feel the calf stretch. Heel toe your left foot out a little bit wider. Arms come down by your side. Interlacing the fingers in the non-dominant direction, lift the chest, open up, and then exhale. Make your way down into your humble warrior, snuggling the left shoulder down. If you prefer to come halfway, that's totally fine. There's really no right or wrong here as long as the left knee stays tracking the middle toe of the left foot. The hands can release off of the sacrum or you keep them resting down. Do what you need so that you're releasing tension, not adding tension into the body. And then press down, inhale, arms reach up high for warrior one. And then open up to your warrior two. Widening the feet, finding that heel to arch alignment. And then as you sink down, since you're getting a view of me from the back, the tendency in warrior two is to reach forward. You want to actually pull the right fingertips back and keep the shoulders over the hips. Stacking, head over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Take an inhale breath and exhale it out. Flip your left palm, reverse your warrior, get your side body stretch. And then once again, your left forearm comes down to your thigh for a side angle pose, or you take it further, maybe with a block, a book, or a pillow, and you reach the right arm up and over, pulling the left rib cage toward the back side of the wall, the room you're in, like compared to where you were before, if that makes sense. Rotate the right shoulder open. Maybe drop the tips of your ears back. Find your right fingertips in the air. Really lengthen through the inside of that left leg. And then round your right hand down. Step into your left foot to make your way into your standing split. Inhale, find your fingertips here. And then on your exhale, fold once again over the left thigh. Letting the right leg lift up, but paying more attention to just letting gravity pulling down the crown of the head. Take another inhale here. And on your exhale, step your right foot down to meet your left, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Finding chair pose, Utkatasana, bend your knees, sink your seat, arms reach up, and then hands come to heart space. Taking an inhale breath here. And then on an exhale, you're twisting around to the left, pressing your palms together firmly, twisting from right around the spine and the navel, keeping the cervical spine long. Take another breath here. Exhale, feel your waistline get small. Inhale, pull back up, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Separate your feet to inner hips distance here. Take a ragdoll just for a moment so that you can get even more length and release in the upper body as well as the lower body, letting the arms hang heavy, tilting your weight a little forward. Taking another breath in. And then releasing the hands down to the mat, heel toe, the feet back together, halfway lift. And then plant your palms and just make your way back to a downward facing dog. Take an inhale and exhale. Inhale to reach your right leg up. And then coming through, stepping right foot to right thumb, back heel down for warrior one. Open up to your warrior two. From your warrior two, we're going to straighten the right leg. And then heel toe your back foot in a little bit. Reach far forward. I like to shorten my stance here. And then let your right hand make its way down to your right shin. Lift your left arm up. The arms are in one line. If you have a little bit of extra space, take one of your props and place it to the outside of your right foot if you want to come down a little bit deeper. And then it's important here to drop the torso back, but lean your left hip, bump it just a little bit forward. Feel the grounding sensation underneath your feet. We could all use that right about now, giving us a little bit of security in what's coming for us in the next few weeks. Whenever you find this pose, just take advantage of it. Your left hand's going to find your left hip. We're going to come into our balancing pose, Ardha Chandrasana. The one that makes us feel a little bit rocky. Shift your weight into your right foot. Right hand finds the top of the block or a book, and then your left arm reaches up. So whenever I see an image of myself, I always think my left leg can lift just a little bit higher than it is. Feel the outer side of your left leg engage. Take another breath in here. Exhale it out. Bring your left hand down to the mat and then lower your left foot all the way back to a long lunge. Using the strength in your legs, root down, rise up, high lunge, crescent lunge. Drawing hands to heart space, take an inhale. Make sure you're keeping that left heel lifted nice and high. On an exhale breath, we're taking a lunge twist to the right. Working the prayer to heart space. If you need to modify, you lower your left knee down to the mat. You still get all the advantages of the twist. Looking up over your right shoulder. Another breath in. And then exhale, bring the hands down. If your left leg is lifted, lower it. And then just start to straighten your right leg for a runner's lunge. Options here to take the blocks back with you. You can untuck the back toes or keep them tucked. Once again, inhale, find length. And kind of like what we've been doing the whole time, now you're going to exhale and draw the left rib cage over your right thigh. Make sure you're breathing and send that breath to the back side of your right leg, into the hamstring, into the calf. Take another breath in. And then slowly start to rebend your right knee, walk your hands forward, tuck the back toes if they're not, and just find downward facing dog. Breathing in here and exhaling out. Inhale to sweep the left leg up and back behind you. Exhale firmly, step the left foot all the way through. Back heel grounds down, arms reach up, warrior one. Open up the arms for your warrior two. And then straightening your left leg, heel toe your back foot in just a touch. Reaching far forward with your left hand, and then letting your left hand make its way down to your shin or to the outside of your left foot, using one of your props. Reaching the right hand up, and even use this leaning back of the torso to open up a little bit through the chest, the collarbone, making length through the right side waist, bumping the right hip a little forward for one more breath. And then right hand finds your hip. Soften your left knee. Walk your left hand forward with or without a block. And then let that right leg lift up at least hip height. Maybe you can lift it a little bit more using the outer side of your right leg. Right hand reaches up, finding this uncertainty here in the balance, but knowing that these balancing poses, we evolve from them, we grow from them. Take two more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Take another. Exhale, right hand down, square your hips. Lunge the right leg all the way back. Inhale to reach your arms all the way up, high lunge. And then drawing hands to heart space here to prepare for our twist. Take an inhale, and then use your exhale to bring the right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. Inhaling here, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Take one more. And then on your exhale, your hands come down, lowering your right knee down to the mat. Start to straighten your left leg for your runner's lunge. Remember, the point of today's class was to get into the hamstring. So inhale, find a little length. And then exhale, fold over your left thigh. You can point your left toes up, adding a little bit more stretch from the calf. Make sure you're breathing. Take another breath in. On your exhale, start to soften your left knee, and then tuck your back toes, come back to your downward facing dog. And all I want you to do is just walk your feet all the way through and come down to sit. You can lay down on your backs. We'll set up for 1 or 2 bridge poses or back bends. Bending at the knees, plant your feet down firmly. And then take an inhale to prepare. And then on an exhale, press into your feet, lift your hips and your low back. Really press into your feet. Use the strength of your quad muscles to lift you a little higher, to bring the chest a little closer to the chin. Take another breath in. And then on an exhale, lower yourselves down. Just rock your knees a little bit side to side. And we'll set up for one more. So for this one, you can stay with your bridge pose. If you feel like you have a little bit more space and energy, feel free to come into full wheel Urdhva Dhanurasana. The feet set up the exact same way, angling the toes in slightly to protect the knees. And then maybe the hands are coming up and over, fingertips facing the shoulders. If they are, go there now. Everyone take an inhale. On an exhale, press down to lift up. Staying with bridge is great. You can bring your hands by your side like robot or interlace them underneath your sacrum. Or if you're in full wheel, try to go for straighter legs, straighter arms, blasting the chest a little bit through the arms, staying with your breath. One more. And then slowly tuck your chin, lower upper, middle, lower back, and bring the soles of the feet to touch. Let your knees go wide. Allow your spine to reset, to realign, pausing in your Supta Baddha Konasana, your reclined butterfly pose. And then you'll slowly draw your knees back together. Bring your thighs into your chest. Give yourself a tight squeeze. And then reach for the outer sides of your feet, like the outer blades of your feet, pulling them down, your knees into your armpits so that you find a happy baby. Rock a little side to side to massage your low back. And again, deeply pulling the knees down into the armpits so that you get to the inside of the hips. Take another breath in. Exhale, start to release your feet. Extend the legs forward. Begin to let your feet roll away and your hands roll away. And allow yourselves to make your way into final Shavasana, final resting pose that your bodies and minds really need right now. Release any controlled breathing and just rest. And you'll slowly start to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Bring a little bit of movement back into your bodies. Reawaken yourselves from final Shavasana. Wiggle your fingers again. And then start to hug your knees back into your chest. Give yourself a tight squeeze here. Allow yourselves to roll off to the right side. Pause for a moment of gratitude in your fetal position. And then your left hand will press down to lift you up to a tall seat. As you sit here, I'll just read this short little passage. Look beyond past and future. Perceive that tomorrow affects today, and that all events unfold exactly as they should. Let go of your need to orchestrate your life, and your karma will dissolve. So pretty profound, given what we're going through right now. Start to bring your hands to heart space. Bow your head down. Thank you so much for letting me guide you with so much gratitude this evening. Namaste.